around to the way they will gain, or they might take advantage of those people. And in that sense, the logic in the book being able to sort of made understood to others, to see that the illogic in the book, the illogic approach of it, the things that are not so much logic being revealed for people to see that it is not a logical book. They don't do that. They know they have to do that, but they don't. Now, the person like me who choose to let this known, or choose to come out in this manner, becomes I don't know whether I'm being seen as an evil person. I don't know. I'm still not sure what it is about. What is being proved to me every day, I don't know. But the invented miracle, the invented ways of men today of progressing, which has nothing to do with the divine work. I mean, man's effort to progress, the man's effort in progression is more obvious, like what is more obvious of what is going on, and not necessarily a divine doing. Now, even if there are spiritual inventions, we know the abilities of spirit being used, and the abilities are being used in some ways that it brings favor into the side of those who use those or depend on those spiritual abilities. And there is no denial of it, because it does happen. I know that. But someone like me who says to myself that I don't want to go in spiritual means, because if I had to go to spiritual means to gain anything, then I would rather choose to think of is, let's say, something more truthful. The spirit must be very truthful. The spirit must be truthful in the sense that it must be caring, it must be responsible for me. And if the spirit is responsible for me and truly cares, there are some qualities that you and I cannot really struggle with every day, in terms of leading us into some sort of doubting who the true God is, or what the true spirit really is. The presence of God to me is obvious. It should be God in the sense of the source of life. It's something which must bring to your life the comfort beyond your imagination, your heaven beyond your imagination. That's what I think of. If you are in a situation where you are using your own ideas or efforts, and you are thinking on your own, and you are doing all that, you're doing something which is commonly should be seen, or is being done by everybody else, or that is what is required of everybody else to do. So it is not strange that you took up the mantle of working or doing anything that you have to do to gain whatever you have to gain. You are not doing anything surprising at all, because everybody does that. If you invented something, or you created a job, or somehow you did, you came up with something that through your own mind, imagination, you sat down and you thought it through, and you work it out, and you did it. Or you by your two hands, you made an effort to do something by your hands, your energy, you sweat and get it done. Yeah, it is commonly done every day by everybody. That is the means of which man knows to achieve or to do whatever he wants to do. So it is not a stranger thing at all. But a request that we look for is a painless life, a life where it's revealed even in this book of Revelations that there will be no more pain, there will be no more sorrow. In this book of Revelation 21 of the Bible itself is written in the book. In Revelation 4, he reveals in the book, he says, and God will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. There shall be no more pain, for the former things have passed away. Then he who sat on the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said to me, Write, for these words are true of faithful. Are what? True and faithful. No more pain, no more sorrow, no more death. All these qualities that's been revealed here is what a man desires for in the heavenly glorious world. If you have God with you, if you believe in God, these are qualities that you should naturally possess and have. What brings pain to your life? What brings sorrow into your life? What brings suffering into your life? What brought death into your life? These are all, for instance, you ask. These are things written here in the Bible and in the Quran and in any religious book. But the thing is, it is practically a fact that we die. We are in pain. We have sickness. We are in sorrow. So what if it's mentioned here, whether it is authentic or it is not authentic. Okay, let's say any other book, you go to find such similar statements, which like people have written a lot of books, and you find such statements. It is words that has been put there. But the fact that is it true? Yeah, is it true? Does that make the book authentic? That's not what this is about. No, not really. It doesn't make it authentic. I don't say the book is authentic, or that means its authenticity based on the author of the book, whether it came from an almighty God or the source of life, where I believe, or the human race has come from. Why would the source of which I came from lie or make something up? Why would it lie? Why would it find it difficult to be as honest as it already is? Because the honesty of God is before me. How would I say it? The stone is a stone. The human being is a human being. It is not, unless the human being chooses to disguise himself to be a ghost or to be something else. The stars are there. Everything is visibly and truthfully and honestly there. I know where the sun rays are coming from. The wind is honestly there. I feel it. The honesty of God, the glory of God is very much visibly there. The truthfulness of God is there, even if it's not in words. I put the words there to be able to describe and to be able to identify the things, the many things that I see visibly there. So the words help me to express what I want to express. If I want to say a house, a stone, I call it a stone so that you can know the difference between a stone and a tree. And anybody that I speak to communication-wise, I'm able to make clear meaning as to what I'm trying to express to that fellow person. And so God's words, they are visibly there. I'm sure it's also there in the Bible. It reveals some similar statement of that nature. It's visibly, the attributes of God are visibly there. Okay? So if we find these words here, which is telling us that death, we know what death is. We know, we experience death. We've seen people dying every day. War taking place. People's life are being taken every day. Now, these things that I see, that I've witnessed, that I know as a fact, are they meant to be there? What, even if they are meant to be there, what does it bring to the human heart? It makes us frightened. It makes us so uncomfortable because we don't have any desire to leave when we come. We want to stay. It's just comparable to that man who took up the throne to become a chief or to become a minister or to become a pastor or to become a leader in any class of prime minister or queen or king or whichever way. The desire is that you will be there forever. You don't want to leave. You want the comfort that you have got. It's the same way that when you are born into the world, you don't want to leave. You want to have that comfort. You want to be here forever. Because it is, even if whatever the situation is, even a poor man is feeling sadness in him when death is taking him. Even a poor man is not happy when he's dying, even though he's living a poor life and suffering. He doesn't want to die. He doesn't want to live because he thinks if he lives, if he's living, he's got more chance to go out of his poverty than dying. And death also is something that nobody knows where you are going. So there is that fear, there is that uncertainty. So when a human being is born into the world, nobody wants to die. Nobody